Hello. This week I have like the best news ever. I have been trying my hardest to find this guitar for so long. It is probably the, the the greatest guitar ever made. Maybe not for everyone, but if you like cartoons, you'll definitely love this. That's right, here it is, the SpongeBob electric guitar. I was given this by a friend who knew that A, I love SpongeBob, B, my child absolutely adores SpongeBob, and C, she likes guitars and she likes SpongeBob, so this is a double whammy. You'll notice that it's a little bit shorter. This is a 7/8 scale guitar. It has one pickup down here at the bridge and a maple neck which doesn't have any laminate on it, and then just the volume, your tone, and it goes out and plugs in and does absolutely what it should do. Now, when I received this had sat in a cupboard or an attic or somewhere to get in pretty poor condition, so I'm going to take you through cleaning this up, and then also what I've done is I have tricked this out to be the greatest guitar in the world. Not quite, but
best approach for cleaning your guitar is a little bit of WD-40. Just spray it on everywhere and wipe off the grime. Then what you want to do is you want to start taking all those bits off and giving them an individual clean. So remove the saddles. Look at that dust. Oh my goodness. Take off the pickups. And look at that neck there. Just a little bit of grime built into there. So giving that a good wipe down with some oil and a little toothbrush and a bit of elbow grease brings that up so well. So first of all, I reassembled it just to have a little look at what I wanted to replace, and I think it's looking great already, even without the new parts.
I did a bit of research on these guitars. They retail from anywhere from about £100 to £150. They come with a wee tiny, like, cool little battery powered amp. But we don't need that. Apparently they're made by Yamaha. You know, it's going to be an okay build. Now, these were out quite a few years ago. If you buy a lower level price guitar these days, you're going to be getting a pretty good piece of kit, unless you buy an absolute donkey. Certain bits in your guitar are going to be where they're going to be saving money, particularly the pickup, the bridge, anything that they can save money on in one of these guitars, they're going to save money on. First initial inspection on this guitar, the frets were all good. There was no dents or anything, but they were a little bit raised, so I'm going to have to level the frets. Also, the tuning pegs were awful. I have replaced these, and I've replaced the pickup, I've replaced the bridge as well, and I give it just a quick re-solder. There's a couple of wires loose. Obviously, if you're turning these over a while and they get knocked or they get pulled, something comes loose. It's just inevitable. Now, to keep in with the budget, it would be kind of ridiculous to take, £100 guitar and start putting in, a £150 bridge pickup in it, getting like go-to locking tuners and things. So I kept it quite reasonably priced. The locking tuners on here are the Wilkinson Easy Lock, so they don't screw in. They've just got one hole for your string to go through, and then they've got another hole underneath. So that's a little bit better than your standard tunings. They feel pretty damn good, and I think they were only like £20. The original pickup in this was measuring about 8k ohm when I used my handy little multimeter. So they make this just a little bit more rock-tastic. I went and purchased one off eBay, just a no-name whatever. I took a punt on it. It was 18 quid at 14k ohm output, so it's going to be pretty beefy. Last thing to do then was my general setup. So the very first thing I did was I leveled the frets. How do you level frets? Really easy. First of all, you mask off all the wood so you don't damage it. you get your neck perfectly straight, and you get a long beam with some sandpaper on it, and you put a little Sharpie mark across all these frets. You run the sandpaper beam down the neck, and you'll be able to see which frets are high and which frets are low, because the ones that have the Sharpie removed were high, and the ones with the black still there. So you want them kind of all to be even, so you want to take off that little layer of black off each fret. Once that's done, they're going to be quite rough because of the sandpaper on it. So then you got to polish off your frets and get them all nice and smooth so your bends are beaut. Then it's our general setup for guitar. I have a full video on setting your guitar up, dealing with your truss rod, your action and your intonation, all was done on this guitar. I also installed this bridge, again by Wilkinson. It's just, this is a hardtail, which means the strings go in here and not through the body. I just got this one because it's black and it looks cool. So now that I've got everything in it, I am pretty happy. I think it looks sweet. Let's plug it in and let's play. There you have it. It works. I think it sounds pretty good, especially for the hard rock side of things. That's why we have such a hot humbucker in there. It's to achieve quite a high output, which will benefit when it's pumped through distortion. The main thing I would take away from this is a minimal investment in your gear can lift your guitar up to be far better than what it was before. You know, there are hundreds upon hundreds of humbuckers to choose from. The trusted brands are always going to be quite good. They're quite well tested and they've got lots of reviews on it. There's nothing wrong with taking a punt on a wee 20 pound or a 40 pound pickup here or there. Some are going to be absolute dog's dirt. One thing I would look out for is a lot of ceramic pickups aren't very good. Also that they're wax potted. That's going to stop things called microphonics coming in, where, you know, your pickup's going to pick up, your pickup's going to be pumping through your local radio station through your guitar amp, which you don't want to happen. If you put a wee bit of effort and a tiny bit of cash, you don't need to be spending hundreds upon hundreds of quid upgrading your guitar. You can make something that sounds great, and also you put the effort in, so it's got a little bit of you in there, and that's what I love about tweaking my own guitars. What I have is mine and it's made for me. So if you've bought some weird or cool or like unbelievably hideously ugly, so much ugly that it's beautiful guitar, drop a comment, tell me about it. If you found any budget hardware or pickups that you really recommend, drop that down in the comments too, because you will be helping other people out. Thanks very much for watching. If you like this content, then think about subscribing, because I try and share as many useful videos as I can. Until the next video, see you later.